Hi everybody, how are you doing? I hope you're okay. Welcome to Laura Talks MS. I've not been so well actually this week. I've picked up a bug or something and it rarely happens, but when it does, my MS generally tells me that I'm not going to be okay and it's a warning sign. I have a weak spot in my body, which is my left eye, so I've had pain with my left eye, especially on movement as well. So I wanted to do this video around eyes today because actually that's where everything started for me. And even though I was diagnosed with my MS in 2008, when I was 28, I actually started to have symptoms when I was 19 years old. And my problem started with eyes, and it wasn't with optic neuritis or blurry vision or loss of vision or anything like that, even though I have had my fair share of those things. But it actually started with sore, red, itchy, gritty, burning eyes, and it is actually linked with MS. And I want to talk about this today because it took me 20 years to find somebody to help me with this, and it's an extremely distressing thing to go through if you don't know what it is, which I didn't know at the time. And to be able to have something to manage it now is just literally a lifesaver for me. And if I can help anyone else out there who has or is going through this, then that's what I'm making this video for, because I wish that I had somebody to help me when I was going through this thing at the time. So I'm going to talk a little bit about what my symptoms were. I'm going to talk about what I did and who I saw and what I went through and where I am actually today. So a bit of background: I was 19 years old, I was living in Turkey, I was living quite a fast-paced life, and I started noticing symptoms of numbness in my feet. And the reason I started noticing this is because I had a dog who loved to grab the end of my socks off my feet, and I noticed that when she was doing that, I couldn't feel her kind of pulling at the sock and nipping my toe. And I kind of put that down to, well, maybe I'm tired, or maybe it's like humidity. And I didn't really think anything of it, but it was every time she was doing this. So a couple of months down the line, I started to have problems with my eyes. It felt like there was something in my eye. They were extremely itchy. I was rubbing them all the time. No amount of rubbing would ever ease the itchiness. And they were red, they were purple, they were all the colours of the rainbow. It was crazy. I did not understand what was going on with my eyes, and they just got worse over time. Because I was living in Turkey at the time, I went to go and see a specialist there in the Istanbul hospital, but they couldn't find anything wrong. When I flew back home to Oxford, I'd gone to the John Radcliffe Hospital and the eye specialist there, and they couldn't find anything wrong with my eyes either. And because I had chronic dry eye syndrome and it was getting worse, I was having more severe problems with my eyes, and I started to have corneal erosions, which is basically where the front of your eye gets ripped off because it's so dry, and it just exposes all the nerve endings in your eye, and it's just the most painful thing that I've ever gone through. Without going into too much detail, this problem that I had caused me so much distress, discomfort. You know, there were times where I was at my absolute lowest. I think in all my life, if I were going to pick a point where I have been low for a very long period of time, it was that time. It ruins your quality of life, and I could never find anybody to kind of understand what it was that I was going through. So I want to talk about the things that I do today, because I think that's the main thing, is just to focus on what it is that you can do today for dry eyes. So that's what I'm going to talk about. There are so many things that you can do for dry eyes, and sometimes it's just finding somebody who understands it and who can guide you through a routine to be able to do every day. And this routine is like literally incorporating it into your life like you would brushing your teeth. It's something that you have to do on a regular basis. So I want to start off by showing you a couple of things that you can do. And one of the things that I use is an eye mask. And this can be put in the microwave literally for a couple of, I think it's 90 seconds, this one. You put it in the microwave and you put this onto your eyes. And if any of your tear ducts are actually blocked, it unblocks the tear ducts and allows the natural oils to lubricate your eyes again, because with a dry eye, the ducts get blocked, and that really helps. Yes, these are a real thing, and they're called dry eye chamber glasses, and they're sealed all the way around and at the top and at the sides, so that when they're on your face, no air can get in or anything like that, and there's just moisture within the glasses and around your eyes. Obviously, I know people are not going to be wanting to wear these outdoors. They're not exactly aesthetically pleasing, but if you suffer indoors and your dry eyes are really, really chronic and you don't mind just wearing them indoors, these really, really help to keep the moisture in, and especially if you wear drops or something like that, and you can keep those on. The most effective thing which I've actually found that helps me so much is something called blepharitis, and that is also coupled with therapies duo. I will link them down in the description box, but basically I went to see an ophthalmologist in, I think it was last year, and she gave me this routine with the blepharitis, which is basically a lotion to clean your lids every single day with the therapies duo. Now, when you have dry eyes, you don't want to be putting anything that has got preservatives in it. You want to have something which is preservative free, otherwise that will just irritate your eyes even more. So you clean your eyes every day, every morning and every night with this, and you put these drops in up to 4 times daily. And with that routine, with the blepharitis and the therapies, your eyes will become a lot more comfortable and just easier to deal with. And then the last thing that I want to tell you about is this little gem of a pill called bilberry. It's very closely linked to the blueberry family, and it's really, really good for overall eye health and also retinal eye diseases. It's beneficial for dry, itchy eyes. The best thing about it is that it contains vitamin P, which helps to decrease swelling and inflammation in the body. So bilberry has also been linked to multiple sclerosis. So I think even if you don't have dry, itchy eyes, I think bilberry is probably a good thing just to take for multiple sclerosis anyway. I take it every day. I forgot to include that in my vitamin video, but I'm putting it in now. So there we go, bilberry. I didn't want to make a massively long video. I know it is longer than my normal ones, but I can't stress enough how much I understand if you have this condition, dry eyes. I haven't even gone in anywhere near how much this condition affected me and affected my life, affected everything. My main thing in this video is just to basically concentrate on what we can do going forward, what we can do to help people going forward, not concentrate on what was the past and how I felt in the past. Yes, I did feel like that, but actually now I feel like this. What did I do to get there? What can I do to help others get there? I really hope that some of the suggestions that I've provided for you help. I will write it up in more in detail in my description, and if you have any questions about the products that I've showed you, or where maybe you can go to, or if you have any questions about dry eyes or anything like that, please message me. I'd be more than happy to help you, because I honestly know what a dark place I was in with this condition. It was awful. It's probably was one of the most awful periods that I've gone through in my life. So message away, I am here for you. Take care everyone, see you soon, and look after yourselves. See you, bye.